Can't wait.
Let's start off with the Team USA shit. Way we could segue to the NBA and then so on and so forth.
All right.
What's good? What's good, my brother?
I know what's going on, my brother.
Hey, shit, another day, man.
Yes, sir.
Today we gonna get the people a full sports jump. You know, a lot of little tidbits going on in the world of sports.
Definitely a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. So, first and foremost, we want to shout out Team USA, the men's team. Early this morning, picking up a win against Australia, and which would set them up for a date against France. They lost to France twice in a row. So, in order to earn the gold medal, they're gonna have to beat a good formidable nemesis. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
KD dropped 23 last night. He's been like the unquestioned MVP for this Team USA run.
Oh, okay. Are you switching it up for the podcast?
You said what?
Are you switching it up for the podcast? You talking about a lot of that Tatum stuff.
Well, Tatum had a bad game last night. You know, I kind of felt, it was neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? And you know how you coming down to the finish line and niggas just jumping hurdles, and then somebody just hit a hurdle, that last hurdle, somebody hit it and fall.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on this gold medal game, we'll see. But yeah. And he wasn't even the second leading scorer. He normally the second leading scorer on the team. Last night it was Devin Booker or whatever. He finally decided to show up.
No boy.
But we was iffy on whether they would win the gold medal, but now they have a chance to, seal the deal. What you thinking?
Yeah, man. It was definitely a rocky start, you know what I'm saying? Losing some of the early game exhibition games and, you know what I'm saying, lost one to France. But all much ado about nothing if they can just win this game right here and take home the gold, man. That's why it's always pays just to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Granted, it ain't like your yesteryear's dream team and not like that. But you bring home gold.
Don't matter.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely look forward to that. That game is Saturday, but it's tricky. So it's like literally right after Friday, about Saturday morning, think about 12 a.m. or something. As soon as it turns Saturday or something like that,
Yeah, I gotta set an alarm for that, John,
man. France is such a good team. They have a lot of NBA talent on France. Evan Fournier, Rudy Gobert. Who am I missing? It's a couple of other guys I can't seem to think of right now. But yeah, so speaking of the NBA, free agency has gotten underway. The league year started on Monday, although everything that's happened thus far can't be made official until the moratorium is lifted, which is tomorrow, the 6th. We got a lot of moves, man. Not gonna get into all of them, but we got some quote unquote big pieces moving around.
Yeah.
We got Kyle Lowry going to the Miami Heat. We got DeMar DeRozan and Lonzo Ball going to the Chicago Bulls. I'm trying to think in the East. Spencer Dinwiddie just signed a sign and trade to the Wizards.
Yeah, the Knicks got
Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker.
Yeah, Kemba, that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. It should be nice and formidable. Still a y'all beat them in the first round, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's still gonna be a first round exit team, but
yeah, especially with the stuff that's going on around with the Chicago and Miami, and you still got us and Milwaukee, and
Brooklyn.
Hopefully y'all can get it going. Oh, Brooklyn, yeah.
Andre Drummond to the 76ers, and like I said, besides starting Embiid at the 4, because he can play an outside game essentially. I don't know what that was about unless Drummond's coming off the bench or something,
Yeah, I'm
you
about to
know.
say that's the first thing I thought of. You brought that to the table, but I was just thinking it just for depth.
Yeah, they lost to White Howard, so
Yeah.
you know. And then we come to the West Coast, and a lot of teams are staying put, and then we have the Lakers. We've just been
My God.
on these the Oprah Winfrey, the you get a 1 year deal, you get a 1 year deal, everybody gets a 1 year deal. Come to the Lakers.
Yeah. They been cleaning up.
Cleaning up. What we got? Carmelo, Dwight Howard,
And of course, you got the trade with Russ,
Russell Westbrook. Yeah, that's the marquee.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk, Wayne Ellington, I think.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Chris
They signed
Dunn.
Horton Tucker back. Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Dunn.
Speaking of signing back, my bad. I forgot to mention because he does deserve this. Alex Caruso also went to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just gonna throw that out there.
I think Miami made like another move too. We didn't mention.
Um, I'm trying to think. Kyle
I
Lowry.
know they got Oladipo back, but it was
Yeah.
somebody else in that free agency type. PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker. Good thinking. Good thinking. So yeah, PJ Tucker. So they're Miami's gonna have like a feisty team. That's what they're going for. Um, I'm gonna get your opinion on that. My opinion on that is, for me, that was cool a couple of years ago to me personally.
Mm-hmm.
Until I seen like a feisty team just get run all over, and then it's like you out there acting tough for no reason, and you down 30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once we got past that, it's like, but they with that lineup, they should be very very annoying on the court.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel?
Yeah, like I said, they could be annoying. If they can stay healthy, they'll be a team to be reckoned with, and especially in the East. Like you never know what can happen. Like we were saying last year, injuries and all that stuff is a part of the game. It sucks, but if they can stay healthy, they kind of star studded. They might not be like your Lakers or your Brooklyn Nets, but hey, you know what I'm saying? That's enough star power that might can get you to the dance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then, like you said earlier, depending on circumstances, I mean, you want everybody to stay healthy, but injuries do happen.
Yep.
And you just wanna be in a position to take advantage of a situation. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I feel like that's what Milwaukee did this past season. They just were in a situation where they could take advantage. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And got a championship. So what do you feel about the Lakers team, man? With all these additions and people getting a lot of criticism, and then we had the LeBron thing where he's telling people to watch what's about to happen. And first of all, before I get your opinion on the LeBron thing, what's your opinion on LeBron deleting the tweet?
I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like even though like I was liking the energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you saying people like disrespecting them, and I like to be honest, like I didn't understand where the disrespect was coming from. Granted, I know they're old, but like, are these players washed up? Have they fallen off? So what? They're old. They can hoop. You know what I'm saying? And if you got that
Mm-hmm.
much depth, that means less work on them. So maybe they
Mm-hmm.
won't pile up the injuries and be tired when it comes time for playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like, I still want to see. Still got to go out there and play basketball. But I don't like deleting a tweet though. You said it. Stand on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This
Especially
is
him.
yeah. This is an instance like not like the baby. You know what I'm saying? This isn't that bad. He can stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you're gonna like fully stand on it. Don't say that. Then when it comes time, like say if something unfortunate happens and you don't meet your expectations, and say, "Oh, this is just 1 year in," and
All
you know,
right.
yeah.
So that's what we're gonna get. I like what he said, but me personally, I want a zero Doc 30 LeBron. We haven't seen that in a while, man. You know what I'm saying? So just don't say nothing. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as a tweet, like, yeah, I see everybody hating, but stay tuned or something like that. But he kind of just like voiced his full opinion
Yeah.
and then deleted it. Like I'm cool with you voicing the opinion, but you the king. You know, niggas got them screenshots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Like just like I said, don't say nothing. Just go out there, do your job. You get the job done, then you be petty.
all
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So, how do you see this dynamic working? Because what I've seen as far as like a mock starting five, we would see Westbrook, Ellington, Carmelo, LeBron, and AD as a starting five.
Mm, that could kind of work. I would probably like to switch LeBron and Melo. Let LeBron play the three, let Melo play the four. I guess it don't really matter too much, but I mean, it could work. Like long as, but that's the thing. It could work is I don't really see too many teams having two banger big men. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So you know what I'm saying. Whoever's the four, Lamelo, I may say Lamelo, Carmelo, or Braun, they ain't gonna probably get too much work. You know what I'm saying? They can run some type of zone and let Dwight Howard, if he's the starting center, he deal with the banger down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
So
and,
man,
and,
shit
that,
work.
that- and when you bring him up, I'm quite sure certain nights he will start because I see a lot in the NBA is a lot of teams they don't necessarily stick to their starting lineups. It's situational. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
as it should be. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Exactly. So he's definitely probably going to log some stars. Plus, I hate to say it, but I mean, we know AD's going to get hurt, right?
I don't want to say that. Like, I forgot about AD. I forgot about AD.
Yeah,
So yeah, AD might be the five.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
he'll
I'm
be
saying.
starting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about AD.
Hmm. And which brings we're going to stay on this West Coast trend. Travel up to Portland, and of course Damian Lillard's overseas right now, trying to get a gold medal. He's been rumors have been swirling again for some reason. He's already refuted. He doesn't want to be traded, but the rumors just keep coming in rounds. You know what I mean?
They won't die.
So the latest rumors is Dame going to Philly. Well, actually, the latest rumor I read was Philly's not just open to Dame. They're open to CJ McCollum as well. So if they can't get Dame, they would take CJ in exchange for Ben Simmons and Lord knows what else Philly might ask for. How they been going?
Yeah.
They might want the deed to your house or some shit like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we want your house, your wife, and two first round draft picks. So how do you feel about that?
Don't like it. I wish. I mean, I'm saying I wish Dane would have been stuck with his word. If that's what he wanted to do, leave. Because now, like the options are limited, and I
Mm-hmm.
just don't see that as a good. I mean, it'd be good for Philly if they can get him, but like Portland to be like asked out, and they not taking that. And
Yeah,
anybody want no goddamn Ben Simmons. Like
yeah,
saying reports that the Sixers GM is befuddled that he can't get nothing for Ben Simmons, or he can't get what they want for Ben Simmons, I should say.
yeah.
And like goes back to what we've been saying, it's like his value is low right now.
But what did he think? Like, was he not watching the games or?
I think he watched it, but I don't think he's saying that everybody like everybody else just must be blind or something. I don't know, bro. It's like they just remind me of like certain resellers and stuff like that. Like a reseller get like a certain shoe or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it might have somewhat value, but like another colorway holds more value, and they want the value for the other colorway, but you don't have that. So you just got to take the value for what you have. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know what I'm saying, like just you got to take what you can get. If not, shut up. Like, I'm tired of seeing all these ridiculous ass trade rumors and all the stuff they asked for goddamn Ben Simmons. Like you're not gonna get it. You missed your chance. If the James Harden shit was true, you should have took that. Like at no point was Ben Simmons ever gonna be what James Harden is or
Facts,
exceed that. So you should have took that. That's your fault.
facts. Yeah, that was a no brainer. Um, I don't know if because I think the Sixers GM is Daryl Morey, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he has any disdain for for James Harden from the Houston days, and I don't know, but to me that was an absolutely no brainer. I'd have been hurry up trying to send the fax papers over,
Yeah,
making sure niggas ain't playing and nothing like that. Um, I don't like it either. It's Portland is they're gonna get worse. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like you lose Dame time, it's a wrap. You might be in the lottery or some shit. Like Ben Simmons isn't going to carry a team. You know what I mean?
right.
CJ McCollum isn't going to carry a team, and I just really wanna. I would like to peek inside the mind of some of these GMs because although we're not general managers, the stuff doesn't seem to be that difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Outside of managing the books and making the salaries fit and all that,
Right.
but we
Right.
just talking about pure basketball. That's is easy. That shit is
Yeah.
easy.
Like maybe it's just a different mindset. And I hate to bring race into it, but it's not a lot of black GMs. You know what I'm saying? So,
You might have touched on something there.
so maybe the opposite race just sees it differently. Maybe they don't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. They're just not in tune with the culture. They don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
But just
But
think you could just throw two names together and it should work, right?
right.
Nah.
So I'm really very like just interested to see like what goes on. But other than that, like you said, Dame should have been requested a trade. Could have had that spot on the Lakers probably, even though reports say that LeBron and Westbrook met up months ago to discuss coming to the Lakers, which my conspiracy side is, tingling because of that. Like, I'm just I'm all for players having power and stuff like that, but that got to be like tampering or something, right?
Yeah, they definitely should put something in for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially like that's why like you gotta adjust with today's rules. You know what I'm saying? What's going on
Mm-hmm.
today? So it definitely need to be something there. Like Bama's having dinners and like you said, months in advance before the free agency and stuff like that. It's crazy. Yeah, about to
Mm-hmm.
say like forget the balance. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's gonna be like super loaded teams from here on out now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all that niggas tried it, Um, Brooklyn fucked that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we thought we was getting like this man game was talking about. We thought we was getting back to balance, and then bam, here come KD, Kyrie, and LeBron. KD, Kyrie, and James on the same team. Like what the hell?
Mm-hmm. And now, you can't predict the injuries, but I bet you they wish they could have took advantage of this season because now shit about to be difficult for them.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Because now once you go against all these other teams that got not just as much talent as you, but got a lot more talent, it's
yeah.
y'all gonna have to stay healthy, or y'all
They
gonna.
they top heavy, but like they still haven't filled out that bench yet. Like we was worried about the Lakers, but Lakers filled
Mm-hmm.
out that bench pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And
I think what they added Patty Mills and they lost Jeff Green, but they added in what Johnson.
who was
And,
that?
um, it's like a power forward type guy. I guess the dude with the red hair who know karate or some shit like that. James Johnson. I think it's
Oh,
James
okay.
Johnson.
Okay. James Johnson. Gotcha.
Yeah, so decent piece, but like you said, mm,
Yeah. It's gonna have to be a lot of heavy lifting.
yeah,
And the things that they got away with for the most part last year, they might not be able to get away with it. Like Kyrie taking these sabbaticals mid season. You know what I'm
yep, yep.
saying?
Can't you gotta lock in, man. And
Yeah.
then like you do that. I'd be cool. I'd be trying to be lean, be cool with that. And I always, like I said, I might be totally out of bounds wrong for that. But saying other people fight through and play through injuries, and then for him to get the sprained ankle and he ain't try to play, like nigga, come on, like what's up?
Yeah. Um I believe it's because he's not all the way down there.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. It says to me is like, okay, he got this what ring or whatever. He good. He
Mm-hmm.
got the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because it just feels like he don't hesitate at all.
Yeah.
As much as we ragged on James Harden slumming and all of that, at least he was fighting. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. And that's
So,
why like you ain't never see me tease James for real like that. Like when you do something like that, like you out here fighting, bro. Like I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
and it was the same thing in y'all situation. Like when y'all was playing against Milwaukee, and it was like we know, like Trey Young wasn't nowhere near healthy.
Yeah.
Like you
Just
don't get
went out
those,
there and gave it a go.
yeah, you don't get those injuries, and then
A
two
bone
days,
bruise.
yeah, then 2 days later you just hell nah.
Yeah. Giannis came back over like a nasty hyperextension or whatever. Like,
Right,
come
right,
on now.
right, and it's like, man, it's just, I guess like you said, he got the ring. These other niggas ain't got the rings. You know what I'm saying?
He got the ring, got the bread, got the
Yeah,
stardom, got the shoe contract. Man, he ain't choking all this shit.
yeah.
He definitely, you know what I'm saying? Now that he's like in the spotlight now with like playing with LeBron and all that, recognized one of the best players, like we started to know a little bit more about his personality. He definitely operates on a different frequency than your average person.
Super facts.
Seemingly.
Super facts. Um, but yeah, they're gonna have to tighten up. So, how do you feel about the overall talent in the Eastern Conference? I feel like it's getting like better, right?
Yeah, definitely on paper it looks a lot better. Like a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, added a few pieces here and there. We didn't grab like super free agents, but we got some solid draft picks. Like I always said, I think we just need to stay healthy and get some scores off the bench. And we, you know what I'm saying, drafted and traded for a guy, some 1-2 punches off the bench to go bring it back Lou Will, bring it back Collins. Um, the Knicks grabbing a few pieces.
Mm-hmm.
The Heat grabbing a few pieces. Chicago grabbing a few pieces. And then the Bucks are the Bucks. The Nets are the Nets. So
Mm-hmm.
that's almost your playoff seeding right there. You know what I'm saying? The Wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget the Wizards.
Yeah.
The
Go.
Wizards definitely got better. Like, see, that's like a good GM doing good stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? It might
Mm-hmm.
not be the perfect. He ain't bringing a Harden and KD and all that. But like you flip not one bad contract, two bad contracts into
Back to
a
back.
nice, yeah, a nice starting lineup. So that's your
Mm-hmm.
foundation. That's what people just be patient. Let people, you know what I'm saying, bring in pieces of people like, especially like when you not know attraction for basketball.
Right.
Let them work and bring in some pieces. Now we got a nice starting five. Maybe you know what I'm saying. You can attract some people to come there now.
Mm-hmm. And let's not forget, even though there's a ton of controversy surrounding them, Philly was still the number one seed last year.
Yeah, yeah,
you know, so yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. If Charlotte can stay healthy, you know,
who do they add? They
they got. I got a couple of people, but I can't
no big
remember.
names,
Yeah,
no
no big
no
name,
super
no
big
big
names.
name.
Okay.
But they'll be getting Whitaker back from injury again. Gordon Hayward. Um, like you said with the Knicks, Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier that's a good piece because although he doesn't play much defense, he can get a bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with Kemba. If Kemba can stay healthy, you know.
Yeah, and that's what they needed. Like playing us in that first round is they just went through too many droughts where nobody can get a bucket. If they can do
Mm-hmm.
that, take the ball out of Julius Randle hand a little bit,
Yeah,
they
definitely.
probably could have definitely got past us.
And having their center come back healthy, it should be a big help as well if he can stay healthy. Mitchell Robinson, he's a
Okay, yeah.
super solid big man. Over here, I'm still waiting for Brad to do a little something, something. I mean, we got Enos Canner. I'll take that. He's like a walking double double. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Um, to me, for the Celtics, one, we don't have a point guard. Traded Kemba. Unless they start the Bama that was a rookie, but even if they start him, we don't got nobody on the bench. We got like a bunch of wings. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And I feel like we just need like a couple of veterans. Like we got like if you saw the bench, some of them niggas look like they too young to be in the league. You know what I'm saying? Remember what game? Remember we was watching one of them games.
Yeah.
What the fuck was he? I think it's somebody from Portland or something.
Yeah, light skinned cuz.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo, cuz he like 13 out
I thought my man was like one of the little niggas that come sweep up when niggas fall and mop up.
there.
Like, oh, this nigga taking a warm up ball. Hold on.
Right, right. But yeah, we got like a few of them type niggas and shit, and it's like that don't cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know we be joking all the time. I be asking for like stars and shit like that, but we get like a point guard that's predicated on playmaking, and then get a couple of like scoring niggas off the bench. Feel like we'll be okay too and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? What's this? This the first week of free agency, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Might grab, like, yeah, I know y'all was rumored to grab Isaiah Thomas. That'd be a nice bench
Yeah.
piece off the bench. And like you said, maybe scoop up somebody else. I got to look at this. And after the dust is settled, I got to look and see what's the remaining free agents still out there.
Mm-hmm. And there is a few notable Jones still out there. There are people are signing. The biggest free agent that's still out there, which is drawing worry of the organization that he's playing for, Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, yeah. That's
Has
crazy.
not signed a deal yet, and the Clippers. I didn't even write this down in the notes, but as soon as you said free agents, it reminded me of the article I read. So Steve Ballmer is growing worrisome by the day that he's losing his star player to another team. Now, Kawhi Leonard will reportedly miss the next season anyway with the surgery on a torn ACL. But, he's looking to sign a max contract, but the owner is feeling like it might not be with them. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's all the reason to be worried now, like day by day. Like, man, hold up, what's going on? I thought we had an agreement. What's going on? Hey, you never know with Kawhi. Somebody was, you know what I'm saying, silent, unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
And all these teams are trying to figure out a way, you know what I'm saying, to get him over there. The promise, oh yeah, man, you go ahead, low management, take the year off, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to sweet talk him. But yeah, it definitely has every right to be worried.
Where would he fit?
I don't know. Somebody who's that great two-way player, where doesn't he fit? You know what I'm saying? You could make it.
I'm just thinking like, damn, with all, that's a max player, that's a max contract coming in. Who got room for that though? I guess you could make room.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. Like, it's like I was just talking the game about it. This is type of stuff I don't be understanding with the NBA. Like, I don't understand the cap and then the luxury tax and then the sign and trade type shit. I don't be knowing, bro.
Yeah, we like one of these days when we're in a little Xbox party, we could just talk about it and shit. Because I'm not an expert at it, but I know how like a majority of that shit work though.
I mean to ask you about that today when we was on the pre-pod talk, man. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it the salary thing is simple to explain though. So that's like that's as simple as like, let's say you in your house right now, and you at the table and you got $100 bill on the table and shit, or you got like 520s or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want me to like come work for you or something, you'll be like, yeah, I give you, $20 a day to work for me or some shit. So I'd be like, all right, cool. So you give me 120. Now you only got 4 left. That's all that salary. It just be the same thing, but with millions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all that shit like super easy to explain. And then you can go over the salary cap, dip into the luxury and all that type of shit. But yeah. Besides me telling him to come to Boston, obviously. But according to what I've been seeing, Brad Stevens is hell bent on trying to get Bill next summer and shit. which I get it, but I'm not a big fan of that. Because our recent history, we've been waiting for certain players, and then when that time come, they go somewhere else and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of that. I'd rather do what the Lakers doing. You just load up on a bunch of 1 year deals
Until the time comes. Yeah. Don't
Uh,
waste a year.
yeah. And I get it. You know, I get what the mindset is because it's just that I know better. But the mindset is like because Jaylen Brown got hurt and because like a bunch of niggas caught COVID and missed like 20 something games and all that, niggas thinking the last season was a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, I know better. Like that shit wasn't no fluke. Like I feel like full force niggas was gonna be like a 7 seed and shit just by the way niggas was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see though. I expect niggas to make the playoffs. I don't know how competitive niggas gonna be. I gotta see. But yeah, so we talked about the Dame to Philly situation and Philly trying to get rid of Embiid. Did you see the viral picture that's circulating on Twitter and all that of the exchange between Andre Drummond and Joel Embiid in the 76ers practice facility?
Yeah. Then like he was too pleased to have Drummond there, man. He's like, this guy, this
Did he not know the camera? He might not have known the camera was right there. It's one of those, you know, gave him the fake little smile, and then when they got close to where Drummond couldn't see his face, it was a kind of a disdain look on his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't blame him because I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck? Like that wasn't our problem last year. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, but man, do you think that's going to cause any problems? I know Drummond's seen it by now. Had to.
I don't think it costs no problems. He probably definitely seen the narrative, but I think, you know what I'm saying, he probably, even if it's that bad, he have a conversation with B and B, you know what I'm saying, probably, nah, man, you know, they caught it like that, you know what I'm saying, the narrative, nah, I don't feel that way. I don't think it'll be a big deal.
Okay. Now, I
You?
mean, it's Embiid's franchise, so even if it is a big deal, all
They
he
nip it in the butt quick.
yeah, all he gotta do is say, "Yo, cut this nigga," and Drummond's cut. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, nah, problem, but not a problem in my opinion. So, going from one Philly team to another, there's been a lot of rumors in the NFL, which we get back tonight. Actually, the Hall of Fame game between the Steelers and Cowboys. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but Philly's been rumored to be in deep discussions about acquiring Deshaun Watson for Jalen Hurts and I'm guessing draft picks and another player or two. It was saying, um, one, what you feel about Deshaun going to the Eagles, and two, what you feel about Jalen? Like, I mean, I get it's Deshaun Watson, but it kind of feels like Philly was just never really on board with Jalen Hurts.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, it sucks for Jalen to be in that predicament or whatever. And that's like, damn, like now that you say that, it's like I don't even know would he be going to a better situation with somebody who actually like him, because we know how the Texans give it up about their players. You know what I'm saying? You know
Mm-hmm.
that is that owner still there? The
Uh,
inmates running the asylum type nigga. He's still there?
no, well, no, he died. He died,
Okay,
but
yeah, okay.
his son is the one running it now.
So that shit probably still there. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'd be slightly better for him get out of it. At least he probably won't be as he definitely won't be playing for as toxic fan base.
Yeah,
So he can at least, you know what I'm saying, go through his growing pains or whatever, if it is any.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Be better equipped. That'd be super good for Philly if they can get a player caliber of Deshaun Watson. And I'll be happy Deshaun get out of that situation, especially if the guy is like innocent
Yeah,
and didn't do what, you know what I'm saying?
because the thing with that situation is every time he makes like some rumblings, it seems like more women start to report. But it's starting to look like the whole Tory Lanez and Meg situation, where it's just like there's been an uncanny amount of time passing with nothing happening,
Right, man.
and it kind of just feels like you just let it. He might be innocent. Let's just let it fall out. Though we not gonna be positive and issue a big apology like how we issued a big accusation on him in the public eye. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Let's just let it die down and yeah. I'm a bring it back to the Deshaun to Philly thing, but first I want to touch on Jalen Hurts. I'm a huge fan of Jalen Hurts, man. Ever since he was at Alabama, um, kind of felt like he got a raw deal with Alabama as far as like losing his job to Tua. Stayed professional throughout it. Said all the right things. I remember one year Tua ended up getting hurt in one of the little college little bowl joints. Jalen came in and helped them get to the championship game. And then they both was kind of doing their thing in the championship game that year. I think it was against Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And after that year, he transferred to Oklahoma and was the runner up for the Heisman. Um, Along with Chase Young, and they lost to a unbelievable Joe Burrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just speaks volumes to the kind of season he was having because he was the runner up, but nobody was just doing what the fuck Joe Burrow was doing or whatever. So, Philly, they clearly was divided as far as like who the fuck they was going to draft. Carson Wentz has been battling injuries from day one. Not even day one, day zero, because he was in college getting hurt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The whole thing with Nick Foles being in his shadow was messing with him mentally, I'm guessing. So they probably end up getting rid of Nick Foles. So just for insurance, they probably drafted Jalen Hurts. Give him a couple years to sit behind Wentz and, grow, like you said earlier, the growing pains and things like that. But because Wentz keeps getting hurt and then Jalen comes in and he's not playing bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's not Aaron Rodgers, but he's not playing bad. They're winning games with him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then it starts to feel like they really just start trying to like sabotage him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that
And
whole thing with the whole playoffs thing and shit, that shit was crazy.
yeah, exactly. And even though they, because after that game they immediately fired the coach for making those decisions. But I don't think it was solely the coach either, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I kind of feel like the GM might have had something. Just whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it seems like they just never fully been supportive of him, and that's kind of fucked up because it's like it already be hard enough for certain niggas if you ain't got like that aura around you. If you ain't got the ESPN hype machine behind you, you know what I'm
Or
saying?
you ain't white.
Yeah, that too. That too. It's like it's already hard for you to like get there and stay there, let alone niggas trying to work against you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, hopefully if this deal do go through, he'll be all right in Houston. He won't have no expectations because them niggas gonna be super trash.
Mm-hmm.
um Go through his growing pains. The good thing about it is I believe this is what is the second year or his third
Yeah.
year?
This is
Second
second
year?
year. Yeah.
Okay. So the rookie deal is only 4 years, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not lighting it up, you ain't gotta worry about niggas franchise tagging a nigga, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So knock out a couple years, never know what the league gonna look like, who gonna have an opening, blah, blah, blah. Go to Tampa Bay or something, you know what I'm saying?
Good Tampa Bay.
Yeah, come to Seattle, you know what I'm saying, if you want to. But yeah, I'm a huge Jalen Hurts fan, man. So I'm just,
Yeah.
but bringing it back to the other side, does Philly acquiring Deshaun Watson make them like the favorite in the NFC East? What you
I don't
think?
know. I don't know. I still won't say favorites,
Okay,
but I think it edged them up a little bit more. I think they might be like number two.
behind who?
I think Washington is the favorite.
Okay,
With that defense,
right.
getting a nice, serviceable quarterback in Fitzpatrick,
Hopefully.
and I say look out for Washington's wide receiver core.
Mm.
They gonna be nice. They gonna be nice. With Scurry Terry,
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Yep.
Curtis coming over from
Carolina.
Carolina,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got the wide receiver I wanted to draft, Diami Brown. It's gonna be electrifying. They gonna be scary, man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I kind of got him being in that third, probably the third best team in the NFC East, even with Deshaun Watson. Um, I really feel like it's going to be a pick 'em between Washington and Dallas.
Okay.
Um, even though Dallas always find a way to fuck it up, but
Yeah, that's why I can't bet on them, man. Like, gotta see how Dak come back, and
right,
they still haven't really fixed the defense. I gotta see what the defense do. So
right.
we'll see.
So they're electing this year. They're electing to try to fix it, not based off talent, but based off scheme. And they brought in Dan Quinn,
Hmm.
who's a quote unquote defensive guru.
That's the guy who gave up the lead in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that guy. Okay.
yeah. That guy, yeah, hasn't really been a guru since the Legion of Boom. But that's another story for another day. It's crazy what Hall of Famers can make you look like, right?
Right, and you get to credit and read the benefits of that. But
Hmm. So they brought him in, and they're gonna try to. I guess he's gonna try to scheme his way into the defense being good and whatnot. Um, what you said about Dak is right. We got to see how he comes back. He won't be playing tonight at all in the Hall of Fame game, as he shouldn't. Um, this is what Dak fifth, sixth year, fourth, fifth.
just like his fifth, I believe.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of these guys playing in preseason, especially if you're in a Hall of Fame game. You got an extra preseason game.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely shouldn't play.
yeah. So the first year of the preseason being shortened, it's not for them because they got to play the Hall of Fame game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's three preseason games for everybody else because of the extra regular season game this year. Definitely got to see how Dak comes back. If he comes back decent, I feel like the offense will be formidable. They just have to do something about the defense, like you said. So that's
And
why, huh?
I said maybe we can. I can touch on a little bit. We can have this conversation deeper to when we get really in the full swing of football season.
Of course, of
Their
course.
offense is misleading. It got the star power and all that, but it don't put up the points and stuff and yardage when it matters. They
Okay.
go down, and then Dak will be killing it through the air and all that. That's because y'all gotta throw. We playing revenge and all that. He'll rack up all the yards and they be losing and shit.
Okay.
We should see though, man.
Yeah, we should. Hey, so you I know you seen the pictures of Zeke losing all that weight, being cut up. You feel like he'll be better than he was these previous years? Well, to me, he's kind of been good. I don't know what niggas talking about for real, but how you feel like he'll perform this year?
Yeah, I think Zeke could be Zeke. I think he'll get back better, like you said, since people think he's fell off a little bit. I mean, he kind of fell off, but like goes a lot into that. You know what I'm saying? They had a hurt offensive line, no
Mm,
starting caliber quarterback who presents the threat to throw down field or run with it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
people was like really able to really hone in on Zeke, and I don't know, his mind was there. And he was kind of just going through the motions. Had like a lot of fumbles last year, so I think he'll definitely, you know what I'm saying, bounce back to the Zeke we know who won two rushing titles, and hopefully, that's like the only thing I think was kind of missing from his game is just the breakaway, the home run.
Right.
So hopefully, if he gets like lighter, faster, he can break that. Hopefully, with getting lighter, hopefully he doesn't lose the ability to punish run defenders and wear them down throughout the course of the game.
Facts. Facts. Completely agree. So, like you said, definitely can't wait. We got the football. I think the game is tonight, but I think the
Yep.
rest of the preseason gets underway a week from tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely glad we got football back. And, and then since we were talking about the NFC East, basically, can't leave out the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say nothing about them. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna be sneaky. They gonna be sneaky. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up to Daniel Jones if he can be solid. Saquon come back off the injury. If he can get back to you know what I'm saying, being a great running back, they gonna be all right. They brought in the receiver from Detroit,
Gallagher.
yeah, to go along with the wide receiver core they already have, and the tight end Evan Ingram. That's gonna be a solid offense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was telling Knight about. You know what I'm saying? But
Falcons.
Knight's super cocky. He ain't worried about none of that shit. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's you know how them divisional Jones be and shit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So the NFC East that should be that. And what you said about Daniel Jones is really how I feel about Fitzpatrick and shit. Like, but yeah, I just maybe it's just because I got PTSD from when he played with the Jets or something. Maybe that's that's what it
Yeah, he can
was.
be hot, he can be cold. You know what I'm
Yeah, he hot. That nigga was like that.
saying?
Cold. That nigga throwing 6 interceptions, Slim. So it was like, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they get like a nice running game. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, help him out.
That's what it helps. Like I know, like that's what like people shit on Romo. Like that's just gonna happen if you're throwing fucking 40, 50 times a game. You're gonna throw interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they finally got a running back in DeMarco Murray, Romo's in the MVP conversation. Like,
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of quarterbacks, that we're number 9. This also wasn't in the notes, but this is a story that I seen earlier. Man, this one kind of hurt me a little bit, but it's been reported that my man Joe Burrow, fresh off the ACL, MCL, and PCL, I didn't even know you had one of them, is not too confident in his surgically repaired knee.
wow.
So, because of the lack of confidence in the knee, he's been struggling during the early parts of training camp. This is like a big deal. I don't know if people know this, but this is a big deal because a lot of Joe Burrow is his attitude, his mentality. If that's hurt, he's a whole different player. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely see what you're saying. That definitely can fuck with the game. If you ain't feeling right, you know what I'm saying? You don't trust yourself to make those plays. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I forgot what receiver it was. I think it's Tay Boyd.
Okay.
That's one of the Bengals receivers, right?
Yeah, boy, yeah.
All right, so Boyd on the record saying throws that were a slam dunk last year, he's missing almost consistently this year.
Ah, that sucks, man.
So the it's to me, I'm not gonna say it's the biggest part of an injury, but it's such a huge part of an injury is the mental.
Yeah.
Your
That's what we always say, yeah. Especially like
uh-huh.
that. Yeah, especially when it comes to something like with your mobility too.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say how they say if is he moving around well?
Well, watching the little video clips because they had the little clips playing while they was talking about it and shit. Watching the little video clips, he's not moving around but they're also not moving full speed. Like it's
Yeah.
a unpadded practice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But he got the stone cold knee brace on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like it's just like, you know how you see some niggas with like just some little, it's a knee brace, but it ain't. You be like, all right, they probably got bad knees, but they don't look too serious. Like his joint, you could tell like something was wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah. So what only thing I can say about that is sometimes that the mental does go back to normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you think they should do? You think he should like practice through it to get it through, or do you think he needs to sit down and rehab it more to get more comfortable with the knee, and then maybe come back to practice?
I don't know, cause I've never had surgery on like my leg, so I don't know
How to
your
attack it?
how your leg would feel like post surgery, especially with all that shit being torn.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of tendons and all that.
Like that shit probably feel like weird or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let alone when you get cut open, that shit feel weird by itself. Let alone niggas cutting you open to repair a bunch of other shit.
yeah,
So it probably just feel like weird or something, and it's probably gonna feel like that for a while. By the way, but I would tell him to sit down and rehab it. Um, make
and he
him,
just is your franchise guy. You don't want to rush this.
yeah, you can't. Especially with all the potential that he showed, even though they had a losing record, he definitely showed you flashes. It's like what we talk about. It's like the team could be bad, but the quarterback show flashes of like this nigga's all right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, so
Huh?
want to bring it back.
Okay.
Remember this conversation we had draft day?
What's that?
They could have got Penny Sewell.
Oh, okay. Okay. But the thing is, and I'm not saying that would have been a bad pick. But the thing is, when he got his injury, he was scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Chase Young.
Yeah, yeah. Not saying it's gonna prevent injuries, but now maybe you know what I'm saying in
Oh
this
yeah, but
new
going forward, okay, yeah, I get
yeah,
it.
now that he's not too comfortable with that knee, maybe he might be change his game and sit and duck back there.
But they did attack the O line this draft though.
Okay.
I mean, I don't I don't know if anybody gonna be a Penny Sewell, but
Right. Yeah, that's I mean, we know how projections go. So he
yeah,
maybe don't live up to it, but that's a stone wall over there. But you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Something you solidify.
yeah.
But
So
we'll see how it goes.
we
I
got to
just like
see.
to bring it back to certain stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool though. It's cool because you got. I mean, because I still like other cuz too though, because they took a receiver from Clemson and
Jamal
shit.
Chase. Oh, that's a Chase, right? Oh, you talking about? Oh,
Well, I'm talking about from the Penny Sewell. That was this year.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
Remember they could have got Chase or they could have got
Then they took Chase. Yeah,
yeah.
but you gotta. I kind of feel like you had to take Chase. Even he like that's his boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's an exciting story. I get it, but I don't know. Like I'm old school,
Yeah,
and then like how terrible that old line was.
yeah. I'm more so than like, all right, let's. You got 7 picks. Let's get Chase. You pick first or like second in the second round. We could get lineman the rest of the way for you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it we just got to see because all is really gonna be for nothing if his mindset ain't right anyway. If he's done mentally, he's done. So next thing I would hire. I urge more teams should do this. I would hire like some type of therapist, like a physical therapist and then a mental therapist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and then like you suggested, just do that rehab. That's what I would focus on. So this also wasn't in the notes, but now that we in the football groove, shit just keep coming back to me or whatnot. Did you hear about Urban Meyer?
Nah, I didn't.
So Urban Meyer, the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, said in the after practice press conference that Making cuts to the roster is going to come down to players performing drills. Winners of the drills will be kept. Losers of the drills will more than likely be cut. How do you feel about that?
That's oh, I mean, I thought that's essentially kind of somewhat how it comes down to. Like, I mean, of course, you got like evaluate game stuff too, but yeah, I think drills definitely and stuff plays a part in it too. I don't know. I don't really feel too much. No, I don't feel a way about it.
Yeah, I'm fine. Kind of feel like it adds like a little. Um, now, but we got to keep an eye on this Tebow thing
Yeah,
because I know he not beating no Titans and no drills and all that. He might, but you know what I'm saying. The odds are, but we'll see. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm not. It's if it's about competition, then why not just make it an official competition? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Because especially with like them guys who don't see no playing time, that's definitely what it comes down to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Drills and scrimmages and all that stuff.
mm-hmm,
Your full fifth string cornerback. Yeah. Hell, you could play special teams that help you make the roster.
mm-hmm. Yeah, so I definitely like that little scenario. I kind of wish they would like, you know how they do Hard Knocks every year, and we talk about this. I kind of wish they would do that for almost every team. It ain't got to be in movie form or documentary form like how Hard Knocks is, but just like have the cameras just floating around like team practices and shit all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they gotta be like there the whole day, but just so you can see and shit like what be the thought processes of like coaches and how they be handling situations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that I'm pretty sure that would explain why some teams be winning the way they do, and some teams be losing the way they do and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of losers, you know, I hate to segue like this, but sometimes the truth is just the truth. So speaking of losers, we gonna go to WWE, man. And
I know
they
this is tough for you, man.
so WWE's been in the headlines a lot lately, and not for the good reasons. Well, I guess one good reason they have been talking about SummerSlam a lot and shit, but yeah, crazy release over this past weekend. Two technically, but one was trending number one on Twitter, which I haven't. That's crazy in itself. Bray Wyatt released. Um, then the next day, Ric Flair was released, and it's it's like almost unbelievable still. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it just comes down to like we say it all the time. It just comes down to being the chosen one in WWE. If you're the chosen one, if you handpicked by like maybe Vince or somebody, you're gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, your job is really never going to be safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
um, we've seen so many people. What's that stupid shit Vince always be saying? Grasp the
Brass ring.
grasp the proverbial brass ring. We've seen so many people do that. Organically get over, organically, become the top merchandise seller, ticket seller, getting these crazy pops at all these arenas, just to be stripped down and either let go, ran out the company, um, just you get a championship, you lose the championship, now you just can't get a win. You know what I'm
Getting
saying?
jobbed out.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and then you see like them try to force other stars like literally down your throat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I'm like a huge Bray Wyatt fan. I ain't gonna say I'm the nigga #1 fan, but I know I'm probably like top 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, been a Bray Wyatt fan ever since day one. I ain't gonna say day one because I wasn't really following them in NXT. I think by the time I would glance at NXT, I think he was just coming to the main roster. Even still, it's like, from the cult leader, weird swamp guy gimmick, to even this Mr. Rogers shit. Like, a lot of people thought that was like a bunch of BS, but the shit is entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was one of the ones that was a top merchandise seller. Um, I even on Twitter this morning, one of the wrestling people was like, SummerSlam in 2 weeks, and what a difference a year makes. And they posted the poster card for SummerSlam last year, which was the Bray Wyatt Fiend character on it. Not even the whole match card, just him. He was the SummerSlam poster last year. Versus this year, it's the card basically. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the world champion, not even a year ago, is gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And ironically, the person he beat for the championship that night is gone too, which is crazy. But how do you feel about these? Not even just this one, but these just string of releases that WWE is doing, as far as like some of their best talent, just letting them go.
Man, I feel like these recent cuts are just baffling. Like some you can see, you want to trim some fat. Maybe some people aren't really working out for you, but like when you get into your Braun Strowmans and your Bray Wyatt, it's just head scratching. Like you can just tell, like they just not aware of what's going on with their product. They're not in tune with the WWE universe. They don't care what the WWE universe wants.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then like over my few years coming back to WWE, you always try to like psychoanalyze Vince. Like, what the fuck does he want? And you would think Braun is like almost the prototype of what he wants. So I'm just waiting for Braun to get a shot to run with the belt. Got it, and now he's gone. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get a chance to really run with it for real, but and
Cause
then
technically he wasn't supposed to get it at all. Technically,
yeah, but that's a person who like they say Vince like big guys. He's a big guy.
mm-hmm.
He's a little bit over. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely over. Yeah.
Uh, and then like you just never do nothing with him, doing like a whole bunch of cool stuff, flipping over limos and all that. And you don't
Mm-hmm.
do nothing with him. And then here's Bray, just checks pretty much every box you can ask for a wrestler. You give him the shot, he's running with it, super over,
Mm-hmm.
super over. His handprints all over the WWE universe. They love him, but then for whatever reason, there's reports that his relationship with Vince is hot and cold or whatever, and then you get rid of him. Like I don't understand. It's telling. Like now that you have the presence of AEW, that's not going to bode well for people when it comes to your company. You know what I'm saying? People already had like the bad stigma. That's why your Kenny Omegas and your Young Bucks didn't come over.
Mm-hmm.
But now you can get other people to think that way too. Now with AEW, they're like, I can go to AEW, man. They're gonna probably treat me better, competitive pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be looking
Mm-hmm.
like a fool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just head scratching. That's one way to sum it up. These recent releases, just head scratching.
Facts. Facts. It's definitely like you said, and you even told me about like how it was reports of the team morale being down, the locker room and all that.
Yeah, like it's like, bro, like like you said, he was the top guy. You were marketing him like crazy. Like, what do you think that's going to do to your roster if you cut him?
Right.
And outside of like, he's probably beloved back there. You know what I'm saying?
Which is what they
Like
were
you,
saying.
like
Yep.
yeah, like you telling somebody, hey, if even if you get to the top, you're not safe.
Yeah. And nobody, we talk about it, not even just on wrestling shit, but just like real life shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to go to work every day feeling insecure about your job.
Yeah, walking on eggshells and shit.
Yeah, like, damn, is this gonna be my last day? Or is this gonna be my last day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And releasing him pretty much just probably showed everybody on that roster outside of maybe Roman and Seth that no matter what, you could be gone just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we don't give a fuck if you moving the most merch. We don't give a fuck if you the most over. That shit don't matter. It come down to
You can
this.
put on a 5-star match. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't like you for whatever reason, you're gone.
Right. And like you said earlier, thank goodness, like, for AEW.
Yes.
And I want to go two different ways with this, right? Thank goodness for AEW for two different reasons. One, because now talent have the big platform to go to as an alternative. And two, because I hope it inspires somebody else to do what Cody and them did and start another promotion that could be a big platform.
True.
And that part came to me last night when we was watching the Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes, and Cody cut that promo after the match when he lost.
Okay.
And he was saying how he left. He didn't say WWE's name, but he said he left the. I like how they refer to WWE as the other TV network and not the other promotion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says I left the other network on my own accord. I wanted to start something on my own, and people were laughing at me. Everybody was laughing at me. They didn't think we could do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a testament to never give up. If you got something in your mind, I swear you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it came to me like, damn, I kind of want somebody else to do it now too. Like, let's just get 3-4 of these big ass promotions out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can have, I mean, I'm not, it depends on how big of a wrestling fan you are. You can have wrestling on every fucking night. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, you go through these times where ain't nothing on TV. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's already getting like that now. We got what? Raw Monday, NXT Tuesday,
AEW Wednesday,
Dynamite Wednesday, nothing Thursday, but you're gonna have 2 shows on Friday now.
Yeah. Like, if you count TNA come on Thursdays, but
okay, all right. No disrespect, TNA.
Yeah, no disrespect, but nobody really watches.
That's why I never watched TNA. No disrespect.
I watched it a couple times. That's when Kenny Omega first started popping up on it and shit.
Okay.
But after that, nope. But yeah, you get some of these big promotions and this talent get to spreading out and you building new stars. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And have all these promotions work with each other, like how AEW doing with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
And TNA and Ring of Honor and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That shit dope.
Yeah, it's definitely dope. Ric Flair was reportedly unhappy with the way, and this is crazy, the way that Charlotte Flair is being booked.
Wow.
Charlotte Flair has the most championship reigns out of all the females in WWE history, probably all promotional history. She's an 11-time women's world champion. If you count NXT, probably 13 or something above that. But
yeah,
because she's been used to put over talent now, let alone she just had the championship, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But he's allegedly reportedly very disgruntled and disappointed with the way she was being booked. And I guess that was the reason why they released him.
Okay, so Night Lucky, I didn't know about that when we had our conversation.
Okay.
Because I probably like kind of like laid into that conversation a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how he loves his older people, so you know what I'm saying. But like, come on, bro. Well, she's definitely the best booked female in wrestling, bro. In WWE, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, and that's the shit like that that fucks the product and shit like that. So he, you know what I'm saying? Here's a prominent guy, Ric Flair. You love him. He probably gonna listen to him and keep booking her. That's why crazy she got damn 11 championship already.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like the fuck. Like I can't even think she hasn't been like outside of that for a while. Outside of the main picture, barring injuries or some shit like that, maybe a small few, and then right back. Ain't like the men. How the men they go down, they gotta fight for the U.S. championship or IC championship and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
If they fight for a championship
or
at
the other
all.
women, you know what I'm saying? Come on, I ain't trying that shit. And then even if she's not in the championship picture, she's been in pretty good feuds and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
She ain't been getting the worst end of the stick where she just been losing like something like crazy or gave it a dumb gimmick and nothing like that. Like, fuck out of here, Ric Flair.
And she's such a big talent. She doesn't need the championship all the time.
Right.
Like, we're gonna watch her like this. How many times have we been in the party and we wrestling will be on, but we kind of just in our own worlds. And once we hear her music hit, we start paying attention again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, he knows. But you know, we gotta take it to the other side of things. Do you feel like Ric Flair should? I feel like he is. Go to AEW. Now, over AEW, before you answer, I'm just going to throw out there that Charlotte Flair's fiance, Andrade, Idolo, whatever his new name is a current roster member at AEW, as well as two of the Four Horsemen. And Ric Flair would be number 3 to join AEW if he went. So he has best friends over there. His son-in-law is over there. Do you feel like he should go to AEW?
Man, I don't know about sure. I mean, if he do, cool. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it's like I don't know, like what much. I don't know how they're gonna use him. You know what I'm saying?
Probably as a manager.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But like how? I mean, not how are they? How much are they? Is he gonna be like a prominent figure where like he's gonna be managing like every other night or however they do? You know what I'm saying? Or is he gonna be like how are they using the Big Show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you sign them for the pop.
Okay.
And then you don't see nothing from him.
Right. Yeah, that would be a good call. I would lean towards he'll probably be because the other two horsemen, Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson, they're pretty frequently as a manager, as well as the older ones who are not Four Horsemen. Jake Roberts, Sting.
Now that would be interesting. If they use him like that, I'm all for it. Cool, yeah, should go there.
Yeah. Of course he has, big history with Sting.
Yeah.
I think they said the last WCW Nitro match ever was Sting versus Ric Flair. Would be cool. And of course, we did leave out the the biggest thing out of all this. The big payday he's probably gonna get. So let's just say he does go to AEW, right? Do you think that entices Charlotte Flair to eventually jump ship? Doesn't have to be now. Could be a
I don't
couple.
know. It's like I I mean, definitely probably entice think about it, but I don't think she will make that jump though. Unless things get bad there, but like somebody like her who's get like the red copper rolled out, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna play around. They're gonna pay her whatever she wants. I would love to see it though. I think that's what's going to like really hit Vince. Is like how we said like one of these top people leave. Like, granted, all these players have been these wrestlers have been great who left, like the Malachi's, the Braves, the Bronze, Cody, everybody, great wrestlers. But like, if Vince don't see them as great, it ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna really hurt him. So if he lose somebody big,
So
then
you saying one of his hand picked projects
yeah,
got to jump ship?
yeah, that'll be crazy. That'll be internet breaking.
Yeah, cause if I had to make a guess, and like I said, I ain't no timetable on this, I would probably guess Seth Rollins.
Mm, that'd be crazy. Yeah,
Cause
because I don't think, even though he's been booked pretty well, I don't think Vince liked Seth.
you don't think so? That's
Especially
interesting.
early on. Especially early on, he didn't like Seth like that. I think it was It was H's idea.
Okay, agreed. Okay, I agree. Yeah, when you say it like that, yeah, I agree with that. I think Roman's always been Vince's guy, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. And obviously, Dean Ambrose was just
Right. Just the
that's fucked up. Yeah,
uh,
oddball, so to speak.
yeah.
Um, eh,
Mox.
John Moxley. Seen him last night, man. John Moxley. Um, he reminds you more and more every time you see him of like very Stone Cold esque.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, just that roughneck, unorthodox, don't give a fuck about nothing. You know, fuck you type of attitude.
Hmm.
Um, very solid. He's doing this thing in AEW, man.
Yeah. Happy for him.
Definitely happy for him. So, not sure if we touched on this the last sports jump we did. I don't think we did, but if we did, we didn't go into depth about it. But allegedly, we're zooming in closer and closer to the debuts with an S on the end of Daniel Bryan and CM Punk in AEW. I think AEW has a show coming up in Chicago in 2 weeks, which is, I guess, maybe the debuting for CM Punk. Who knows?
Hmm.
And not really sure when Daniel Bryan would debut, or Bryan Danielson, his real name, I guess. Um, but there is an opening. You know, Adam Hangman Page isn't challenging Kenny Omega for the championship no more than their big summer pay per view. So there is an opening. Who knows? Um, we'll have to see. But how do you feel about those two? Even though it hasn't been confirmed, it seems like we're just moments away from these two popping up in AEW.
Man, I'm super excited. You know what I'm saying? For both of them. Daniel Bryan not getting his just due in AEW because of the same reason. Not a Vince guy, smaller guy,
Mm-hmm.
so didn't really get
B plus
pushed
players, they
away.
call them.
Yeah, didn't get pushed the way he should. Amazing wrestler, super over, sales merch. Like I said, one of the guys who pretty much checks all the boxes. It's just a little guy. You know what I'm saying? Vince like his big guys. And then of
Mm-hmm.
course, CM Punk. I fucking ecstatic to see him back. in
Mm-hmm.
wrestling. This is like the first time I can really, really watch and live through him actually wrestling. I wasn't watching back then when he was in WWE, but I'm super excited for this. This
Mm-hmm.
can like blow the roof off the junk. This shit like comes true. Two prominent names like that, two of the biggest free agents,
Mm-hmm.
and they've been on a roll, man.
And and the thing about CM Punk, he's a good businessman, so he has everything of his copyrighted. So if that cult of personality hit, which he uses that for everything, even when he was in UFC, he used that as his theme song. If that hits in Chicago, that, like you said, that roof's gonna blow off. Um,
I might would do what they call it. They say the terminology is called mark out. I'm definitely
yeah.
marking out.
So I would definitely be excited. I think my mark out moment probably come a little bit down the line because you know Bray Wyatt's been released, but the tidbit about that is, of course, he has the 90-day no compete clause. The 90-day no compete clause expires exactly 1 week before AEW's Halloween. I think it's Halloween Havoc. Did they get that from WWE? I think they won that lawsuit, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
That'd
they
be great though. Like you just woof. That'd be
and
sweet debut.
if he comes with one of those monster type gimmicks, that would be an awesome debut point, right?
Can't write it any better. You can't write it any better than that.
like the stuff like this literally like falls in your lap. You just have to go with it. You know what I mean?
And this is the stuff that WWE will fuck up.
Right, right. Oh, nah, let's hold them all till after the pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
Right, like nigga, what the fuck? Like take away all the luster, all the coolness of it, and then it's a
mm-hmm.
layup, man.
Super layup. So our last WWE to AEW prospect we have to talk about comes from NXT technically. Adam Cole is said to be a free agent right after NXT Takeover, which
Now we got a few more to talk about.
okay. Well, my bad. So contract allegedly expired, but he signed an extension just to finish up, and this is just they must be great friends in real life. Just to finish up his program against Kyle O'Reilly. Um, and remember when we was talking about SummerSlam being on a Saturday this year? The, the takeover is on that Sunday. So they're switching it up. So instead of us getting the NXT Saturday and WWE Sunday, we're gonna get the reverse effect. So the main
Hold,
event.
pause right here.
Okay.
Why you know why that is?
Nah, no.
See, the over analytical mind in me, I don't know. I wanted to see if they think that Saturday's better, and they think that maybe NXT is benefiting from Saturdays, or because is AEW pay per views on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you know what I'm saying. Somebody's looking at some numbers or something.
Well, I feel like if you want to be a major if you want to have a major sports program, they normally are on Saturdays. Like all the boxing fights, like boxing pay-per-views, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Like the huge UFC cards, Saturdays. Like everything like is a Saturday. And of course, by the time SummerSlam rolls around, we won't be to the regular season of the NFL, but preseason gets just as many ratings. Not the same amount as the regular season, but you're gonna lose ratings to that too. And I'm quite sure there's going to be a Sunday night game on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something free versus I gotta get a shitty app in Peacock to watch it.
Right. Just to see how good. terrible storylines outside of probably like 4 or 5 matches. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So yeah, that like you said, that was a great assessment on your part. Definitely, probably is the case and scenario. Sorry that NXT got to take a hit for that since they got
Yeah.
to guys do Sunday. But what do you feel? You feel like I just hate to say like everybody's gonna go to AEW, but by the end of this year, AEW can really have like a star-studded promotion. I don't know how much money they got, but clearly there's no shortage of it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Adam Cole going to AEW?
That's gonna be fucking huge. And Vince and them might not know it because he's an NXT guy. I don't think Vince values NXT as much.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that with the handling like a lot of NXT talent going up to the main roster. But that's gonna be huge though, man. Adam Cole is fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be a huge piece for them to get if AEW, which look like they probably will secure. Like you said, we talked before. I don't know if we said on the podcast. He got so many ties over there. Like
Right.
he's been friends with. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the Bullet Club. His girl or fiance is over there.
Mm-hmm. Britt Baker. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you say he spends like a lot of time with them anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like I was taken aback when Brody Lee passed and they had like the little tribute dinner or whatever, and you see like a bunch of AEW people, and then you just see him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, and he's like wrestling with Brody Lee's son and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can tell like he knows these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely. I feel like I'm not gonna say it's set in stone, but I feel like it'll come down to I think Triple H.
Right.
I
Triple
think
H the only saving grace.
yeah,
That's some bag. A bag.
yeah. Triple H in the bag. Agreed. It's. I hope NXT can just blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like it's gonna be tough because like essentially they're like a farming
Right.
for the main roster. So they're gonna lose their star power.
Eventually.
Normally lose it to the main roster, but now they're starting to lose it to other promotions now.
Right.
Cause like we talked about Adam Cole, but it's a possibility. We just read before the podcast. Pete Dunne's contract is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a potential he might go over there. You know, so
Mm-hmm. And just from a wrestler standpoint, with a lot of these guys, Pete Dunne hasn't been in WWE that long anyway. Adam Cole's been what about 4 years,
yeah, my wife for
and he's been in NXT the whole 4 years. It's for him. His mindset could be it's ran its course. You know these guys want to have some dream matches, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You guys want to fight Kenny Omega, who is touted around basically the entire world as the best wrestler pound for pound. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to go against, especially like if CM Punk is there, Daniel Bryan. Like I'm not sure how much people familiar with I was about to say Aleister Black, Malachi Black now, but sensational wrestler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these guys see that, and these guys probably want to go fight these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you, even if it ain't based on wrestling, like I can see people want to go. I want to go work with MJF. You know what I'm saying? Who I feel like is a modern version of the Miz. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, just and then by you signing with them, you can go work in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right. Yeah, and that's what I was gonna get to too. Like, um, the restraints are off. Like, you'll have
Mm-hmm.
more creative control. You don't have to worry about like, no dumb gimmicks. As of right now, I don't think there's too much politicking going on like the dumb politic going on in AEW,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Like I don't think it's like a Khan guy. I don't think it's Cody Rhodes guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about like no dumb gimmick being forced on you and stuff like that. I don't think. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And both of the main guys, Khan and Cody, they're young.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm quite sure they take advice from some of the veterans, like Chris Jericho and maybe a couple of more. But Cody literally he grew up in the wrestling world. Like his father's Dusty Rhodes, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Brothers Gold Dust, you know what I'm saying? So I'm quite sure he has a good pulse on what, especially when you're on the bad end of things in like WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
When you're going through the politics, you know what the shit feels like. You know what
Yeah.
needs to happen and what needs to change. So
Right.
that's why I feel like AEW's experienced so much success early on without the necessary quote unquote star power, even though they starting to get it now. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So adding Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, maybe Adam Cole, maybe Pete Dunne.
Little Ruby Rose,
Yeah,
Riot,
what you say,
Ruby
Ruby
Soho.
Ride, yeah, Soho, yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what she's gonna call herself.
yeah, definitely.
And it hopes. I mean, I know people may not, you know what I'm saying, see Ruby as a good free agent, but she can go, and that'll be another person. I think that's one of the weaker divisions. If they can
Yeah.
bolster that women's division,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, brick
Yeah.
by brick, piece by piece. You know.
Yep. And then just keep an eye out for who coming up, who get released, and all of that.
Oh, quick sidebar.
Okay.
Whatever happened to the Blanchard girl?
Tessa Blanchett.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
I have to look that up after the pod. I
Yeah.
thought she might have signed with them.
Damn, I see her name on something, but
I know
I ain't gonna remember.
not too long ago.
Right.
That's why like oh, gotta look that up because if she goes there, that's like another big name. You got that division to be getting built, man. And
Mm-hmm.
then, like you said, if a Charlotte or like how Sasha, like I thought Sasha was gonna come over when she was going through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When she was
Right.
pissed at losing the goddamn women's championship.
Yeah, she took a lengthy vacation.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Alana will come over.
Oh yeah, I fully expect her to pop up. Yeah. Um, a lot of when it comes to like her, she probably want to decompress for a little bit,
Yeah,
get back
and I'm
to.
probably still waiting to maybe I don't know, waiting at that 90-day thing too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's definitely like you said, brick by brick, one process. But if they could hit a home run like a Charlotte or just it ain't gotta be Charlotte, just anybody,
Yeah,
anybody that's just magically unhappy or you never the way that they going, you never know who can get released. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
You fuck around, Nia Jax get released or some shit like
right.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Or Shayna Baszler.
Uh huh.
You never know.
And she would definitely. I almost see that happening. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
like, cause it's almost like a little trend. Because you start off real dominant, and then you take like a loss here and there. The next thing you know, you just start losing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. If you can remember when she first came up, they didn't know what to do with her.
Right.
Vince wasn't hiring her.
It was Paul
They had
Heyman.
her in that. Yeah, they had her in that bullshit when they was doing that fake Fight Club shit.
Oh yeah,
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 so you never know once this because it seems like their little relationship with her and Nia Jax is always kind of running this course. Might be come up to a big feud between them two, but what happens after that?
right,
The next round of cuts come. Will they make it?
right, and that would definitely bolster they women. They got some good women over there. Like I love Britt Baker, Jade Cargill. Yeah, you were saying Red Velvet.
I'm bringing that back.
Yeah, so they definitely got some talent. Like you said, just got bolstered up a little bit,
Yeah.
especially starting in a whole nother show.
Hmm. Yep.
So yeah, that's. Did we miss out on anybody? Anybody else like upcoming
I
free
think
agent?
that's all the reports I heard.
Yeah, you never know with them. We fuck around and finish the podcast up, and somebody else got cut or some shit like that.
Oh, Lord. But like it's like I'm surprised though, right? In closing with the whole WWE conversation,
Okay.
like they cut the Bray Wyatts and stuff like that, but people who've been on that proverbial chopping block, like your Dolph Ziggler's and shit like that, them niggas still hanging around and shit.
But yeah, that's very interesting. Robert Roode and
Right. No disrespect to them. I like them. They cool. But it's like you cut Bray before you cut these niggas. Like, granted, I know Bray probably makes more, but you cut a few of them niggas and equal up to Bray.
facts, super facts. Yeah, I don't. I just don't know what that thought process is, man.
That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like, I don't think it's money. They always say it's money, but ultimately it just comes down to they just out of touch and they just don't value these people. You know what I'm saying? So they just think they can get rid of them or whatever. It ain't because like they like especially like the reports are true that
okay.
they had one of their best financial years in the pandemic. How are you going to then turn around and say, "Oh, it's budget cuts"? Are you not having a good year this year?
Yeah, it might be that. Like when you said that, I was like, yeah, it might be. They might be lying about the numbers and shit.
Right? Because like if the reports are true, they want to sell. You don't want to say the shit is bad. Maybe they fudging the numbers to try to sell it.
Facts. That makes sense. So, and you were saying about the TV networks being disappointed, right?
Yeah, they were there were rumblings that the networks are mad that they cut Bray Wyatt, and they should be, man. Like I said, that's ratings. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
like that was like some of the best rated segments whenever he's on his Fire Funhouse, wherever he came out to wrestle or whatever.
By far, too.
Yeah.
Like until I want to say once Roman little the tribal chief thing, not when it started, but once it really got like going, then he started like getting the same kind of numbers. But before that, it was like literally Runaway Bray, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And mm, mm, like I don't know. But yeah, last point about Bray, and I guess we could move on. Did you see what Braun Strowman said when Bray got released?
I seen it. I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, so Braun Strowman just posted a picture of it was a snapshot of a part of their Money in the Bank match where the the moment was when they Bray was trying to hug Braun to get him to come back home, and Braun was faking like he was going to hug him, but whoever took the picture, it looks like they're about to hug and shit, but you don't know, like Braun's about to just run and power slam him and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And he says, "I'm waiting on you, brother." So, do you think like they could come as a package deal? Wouldn't that be wild?
definitely would be wild. It's definitely possible. You know, they already worked together before.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you want to see? Would you want to see him and Braun together? Would you like them to carve their own path?
Yeah, it depends because it's like I was a huge fan of the Y family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Luke Harper, Brody Lee. Yeah, I was a huge. And thinking about it, the other cuz ain't doing nothing right now, is he?
Nah, I think he popped. Yeah, now you said, I think he popped up on AEW. You know what I'm saying? After he got released or whatever. But I ain't
Yeah,
seen nothing from him since. Now that you
yeah.
say,
And he popped out. He popped out on that tribute show for Brody Lee and shit. But yeah, ever since then he been gone. I would be so open to like I'm quite sure they probably can't call it the Y family,
Right.
but to
That's a
them,
small hurdle.
yeah, because like we were saying, Bray's like niggas creator, bro. Like he probably already got shit. He probably already had shit like mapped out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, from other ideas, like he probably had the fiend and probably had like a couple other ideas to pitch. You know what I'm saying? When you in that room, we got to pitch numerous stuff, so he probably already got something.
So yeah, I would. As far as carving out his own niche, I think he's good already on that. I think he niggas kind of respect. You can see the respect niggas got for him already. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially after you told me what old boy said about him.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because of the tampering, couldn't officially say what he wanted. You could tell like he wanted to say like, yeah, we're gonna try to get that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we can't officially say if we got a spot or something for him. But by far, one of the most creative minds in the in the business. So glowing words. So you like I just one of your favorite people get released. You like to hear shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like other niggas do appreciate the nigga and shit. Especially I know he probably like to hear shit like that. And I think you had said like his girl had got released like 6-8 months ago on the low.
Oh yeah, JoJo. Y'all started to bring her up too. Like we talking about people. Yeah, I don't know what she gonna do. That'd be a nice addition to have for a ring announcer. But she potentially had aspirations of being a talent too. So
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Maybe she might be good enough for AEW. You know, maybe AEW might give her the chance to actually shine to be a
Yeah.
talent. If that's still what you want to know, she's a mom now.
Yeah. They very quickly had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Might have been the fastest I ever seen a couple have 2 kids before.
Like, we gonna knock these out.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely would be open to a wide family. You know, they could add Bo Dallas in. Like he's not doing nothing that I think of. But in closing than that, did we have any more topics we had to get into today before we get into our normal end of the podcast banter?
Nah, I think that's about it.
He said that's about it.
Yeah, I think all the rest of it's for the normal podcast.
All right. So we can get into these what the fuck facts of the day. And was you gonna do like one of the little hey man, one of them Jones?
Yeah, I got one.
All right, cool, cool,
The count we
cool.
already got into it, but it can't, we said it again.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So I got I I ain't know which one of these I was gonna say as far as what the fuck facts go. So I'm gonna do both of them and shit, and then you can do yours. The two slight jokes, but I really couldn't pick. So we know how diamonds they say are a girl best friend, right?
Uh-huh.
And we also know how expensive diamonds can be. But did you know? I didn't know this. Did you know that there is a diamond mine in the state of Arkansas that's open to the public where you can go in, search for diamonds as long as you want to, and whatever you find, you can keep
Wow, no, I did not know that.
for the free ski.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's been open since 1972, and they said to this day, at least, and this is just a rough estimate, at least 30,000 diamonds have been found.
Hmm. That's rough. That's like one thing I was about to ask. I don't know if you had the answer. I was gonna look that up. I wonder
Mm-hmm.
how frequent. families can come off. Cause like we're in an age right now like nobody wants to have a job. So like if you can go on that joint, grind it out, probably come
Mm-hmm.
off.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was that joke. And then this one is, you know how we be on our animal shit. So did you know, whenever anybody that's listening, that lobsters pee, but they pee differently from everybody else. Lobsters pee from their face. They got tiny nozzles on both sides of their faces, under their eyes, and that's what they use to pee. But you know how we just pee because we got like a lot of fluid built up and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Lobsters pee
To communicate.
to communicate,
Wow.
either when they're fighting or mating. That
Okay.
that's when lobsters pee.
When you say it's, I thought you about to say it's a defense mechanism or some shit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, for
That was
communicating.
basically
That's
too.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. Those are my two what the fuck facts of the day. I couldn't pick between which one. So.
I see. Like, you telling these crazy ass. All right, I got a slight one. Um, are you familiar with the small little snack, Flame Hot Cheetos? Are you familiar with that?
Mm-hmm. I think everybody is.
Do you know how that came about?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this 18-year-old custodian can't really read or write too well. His wife filled out the application for him. He's making like $4 an hour in the Cheetos plant in Rancho Cucamonga.
Okay. That's wild.
He's cleaning up and he notices a malfunctioning machine. This machine ended up spitting out a whole bunch of unflavored Cheetos.
Okay.
So I guess maybe it's some type of policy waste not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He takes the Cheetos home. He's Hispanic, so I don't know if you ever remember that corn I always told you I wanted to try, elote loco.
Yeah, with all the little seasonings and stuff on it.
Glad you said that, because that's the same seasoning he put on the Cheetos.
Oh wow.
He then took those Cheetos because they were so bomb. You know what I'm saying? Him and the wife fucking them up. You know what I'm saying? He took them to the board director and cashed out. Now he was like one of the presidents. Got like some high end job with the Pepsi corporation. So that's how Flame Hot Cheetos came about.
Wow. That's crazy. One thing about that, I know he was stealing those Cheetos. There wasn't no malfunction. No malfunction in the
Hey,
and the only thing I would say about it, I know niggas was like, you know what? I'm about to take some of these. I'm about to make my own shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
oh man.
But and that fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do what you gotta do. Is it?
Yeah, hey man, nigga came up, man.
That is fire. That's
Went
fire
from
right
making
there.
$4 an hour to
So,
a multi-millionaire.
damn. Just like that. Just going
Can't
home
even read or write. Motherfucker.
going home experimenting and shit.
Yeah.
That shit make you want to do some shit.
Yeah, like outside of like the animal facts and stuff like that, like to see how stuff comes about, I think that's probably one of my favorite like what the fuck facts.
Uh-huh.
That shit is crazy how stuff come about. Like we talked about YouTube last week and
Uh-huh.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
It be shit that you never think of and shit.
Yeah, it's just like random coincidence. Like we talked about, like that's not an invention, but we talked about how a lady got her flight canceled and passing time grabbed a lottery scratch off and won $1 million. Like, what are the odds, bro?
Yeah, that's it. That shit crazy as hell. Like if anybody would ask me, I'd have just been like, niggas probably was niggas the corporation was probably tired of the same old Cheetos and somebody was just like, there's some hot sauce on them down.
Yeah, you think they just experiment with it. Like you see all the crazy flavors people run out with pickle flavored chips and
Wow.
But for my A-Dog,
Mm-hmm.
A-Dog moment,
Okay.
I'm bringing the Sixers down to the table.
Come on down, Philly. Come on down.
I don't know what is up with y'all in these trade offers for Ben Simmons. Like, y'all gonna have to reduce your asking price for Ben Simmons. Like, you want people to take a problem off your hand, but you're trying to get a nice haul back for Ben Simmons. It's not gonna happen. And I seen like this I don't even know if we talked about. This the latest one of the latest trade offers I seen.
Okay.
I don't know if it came from the organization, but Philly fans tripping too. Bradley Beal for Simmons and Thibault.
Oh wow.
like what it come on, bruh? Like I'm gonna take off give away one of the top scorers in the league, almost won the goddamn scoring championship.
Mm-hmm. If
For
it wasn't for an unearthly performance by Steph Curry,
yeah,
coming down the stretch, but
come on, bro. Like y'all gotta cut it out, man. Like I
mm-hmm.
said earlier in the podcast, like, do y'all really want to trade him? Do y'all really want to trade him? Like, come on, be realistic.
I'm starting to think they don't.
Yeah, anybody will make a move if you're gonna fleece somebody. But do you really want to trade him? Because like it's like dumb. It's like you putting all these dumb trade rumors and you're ruining that relationship. The relationship was already ruined with Ben. Now you gotta live with it.
Yeah.
And now you probably want to take something way less than what you wanted. Because he's not happy. He's cutting off communication with y'all.
Yeah, and they gotta do something because it seems like what they're forgetting is they still got another star that they need to tend to.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want bullshitting around is for the other nigga to be like, yeah, get me out of here.
Right. Now you got two angry stars.
and now it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Process over.
Yeah, like once the other nigga gets mad, it's a wrap. So
yeah.
yeah, no. I definitely don't know what the fuck Philly think they got. They think they must be trying to trade like prime LeBron or something.
Yeah. These niggas acting up.
Yeah, but yeah, they definitely did get their shit together. But yeah, that's good stuff right there. So definitely appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the shares, likes, and everything.
Mm-hmm. And it's been another Head for the Hills podcast. I felt like we ain't said that in a while.
Yeah, sound like you all right.
And we out.
Bye.